ॐ वक्रतुण्डमहाकाय सूर्यकोटिसमप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा सरस्वति नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणि विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा साक्षात्कृतं दयानन्दं परमार्थस्वरूपिणं तत्त्वज्ञानप्रशास्तारं प्रणतोऽस्मि परं पदम् वागर्थाविव सम्पृक्तौ वागर्थप्रतिपत्तये जगतः पितरौ वन्दे पार्वती परमेश्वरौ येनाक्षरसमाम्नायम् अधिगम्यमहेश्वरात् कृत्स्नं व्याकरणं प्रोक्तं तस्मै पाणिनये नमः। वाक्यकारं वररुचिं भाष्यकारं पतञ्जलिं पाणिनिं सूत्रकारं च प्रणतोऽस्मि मुनित्रयम्। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यङ्करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। So, what pratyaya are we discussing?
Twice,
Lep,
twice over, I think.
Twa is over. Then
lep.
Yep, we started with yep.
started lyap.
Yeah.
We saw elaborately the introduction.
Mm.
So lyap pratyaya, lyap is not really a pratyaya, but gets pratyayatvam, therefore it's called pratyaya. It replaces twa, therefore it is a pratyaya, enjoy the status of being a pratyaya. Twa will be replaced by lyap when there is upasarga to the dhatu. Please note, or any upapadam, but should not be a nanch. That's important rule. That's what we saw. Samase anansh purve. Twa will be replaced by lyap in a compound. It's a compound. In a compound, when in a compound when there is purva padam is not a nanj. Then tha will be replaced by lyap. See, we saw. But in the Veda, in the Chandasi, it is rule is Chandasi, of course, it is the Chandasi, not followed. So the rules of grammar, Pasha Vyakaranam is not applicable to Chandas, Veda, because Veda itself is the, in fact, basis for the Vyakaranam. Vyakaran Niyama. How can we apply Niyama to the very Vyakaranam itself, to the Veda itself? Not possible. Therefore, in the Veda, even when Nanj, even when we have, then, you know, even when we have not nanj. That is nanj example. I don't know whether in Veda it is there or not. But that about that there is no rule. But twa pratyaya need not be replaced by lyap even when there is upasarga. When there is Ananj Purva, I think that rule is there. Even when there is Upapadam or Upasarga, not a Nanj, then Tva need not be replaced by Lyap. That is optionally can be replaced by Lyap. Optionally can be replaced by Lyap. There is a Vakya statement in the Kataka Samhita. Krishnam, this is a stock example. Krishnam Vaso Yajamanam Paridapa Yitva. You can see Pari is Upasarga. Dapayitva causative form. Dapayitva Pari Upasarga shouldn't be Dapya, but it is not Dapya, it is Dapayitva. Even when Upasarga is an Ananj, not a Nanj. Purva, Sama, compound. Tva is not replaced by Lyap. In the Veda, it is seen like that. Similarly, Pratyanchya, Markam, Pratyarthayitva, another example. Pratyarthayitva, Pratipurvaka. So Tva can be replaced by Lyap optionally. Similarly, with the Lyap example, Udritya Juhoti. Here, Utpurvaka, Dh, then Lyap Pratyaya. Okay, even in some, it is a compound. So you can see this is with Lyap and these are without Lyap. The Lyap replacement is optional in the Veda. That is the rule. So Lyap Adeshaha Putra Tva Stane, Tva Pratyasya Stane. Chandasi, that Chandasi means Veda. Chandasi Vikalpaha. This is also by the rule. Tvapi Chandasi Iti Sutrena. Example is what is this? The Vedas, such vakyams are seen. Putra Tvapi Chandasi Drishyate. And sometimes in the Veda you see, even when there is no compound, then also Lyap also comes. Another example. That is Archya, Archidatu, with a Lyap, there is no Upapada, there is no compound, but Archya is there. Archyatan Devan Gataha. Even when there is no compound, Lyap Pratyaha Bhavati. So it's a note. Asamase api Lyap Drishyate Chandasi. That's an example. Even when there is no compound, you can see the Lyap Dhatu. Okay, fine. And we can recall what we saw in the last class. Lyap, because it replaces Tva, therefore it is Pratyaya. What type of Pratyaya?
Ardhadhatuka.
Adadhatuka Pratyaya. Is it Valadi?
No.
No. Therefore, no Itagama business. Thank God it is not there. Okay. Is it, will it cause Angakarya when it follows Igantanga or Rasvekupada.
No,
Yes.
no Angakarya.
Angakarya also not possible. Why?
It
Name
inherits.
is already in.
So that property I will write here. Lyap is Adadatuka. Yes. Adadatuka Pratyaha. And is it Valadi? No,
No.
not Valadi. Na Valadihi, what is significance?
It
Taha. It Agamaha na Bhavati. Kitvat
Angakaryam na bhavati.
No
Angakari
Angakarya.
Nishedaha. So this can remember, right? Nishedaha. Guna Angakarya. Nishedaha Bhavati. Guna Angakarya Nishedaha by what? Rule. The teacher. That's the rule. Like, for example, if you take V. Jyoti ji, your cataract is over.
Yes, one eye.
How do you feel?
I'm okay.
Can you see, read?
Screen is no issues. Reading, writing is a problem.
But after cataract, I think you should be able to read, right?
Yes, when the second eye is also done.
But okay. So second eye, when is he?
This Thursday.
Yeah, because both eyes they will do. They will not leave with
Yes.
one eye.
Yeah.
That do you do in Calcutta itself?
I'm in Baroda, Gujarat.
Sorry, in Baroda itself. Huh?
Yes, yesterday.
So take care. Knee, knee, and replaced by left. The knee is Gantanga. Will it cause Angaka? Will it undergo Angakarya? No. In the year, Angakarya Nishedaha. Right?
Mhm.
This is the example for that. Valadi, therefore, no Itagama. That also, for that also, we can take this as an example.
Mhm.
Okay. Then certain things are common. I will write here. So, the way though I have said a point as a point so that it will be useful. Number one, as said before, it is Angakarya Nishedaha. Guna Nishedaha. Guna Nishedaha Bhavati. Because it is Kita. Udaharanam, you can take the same Udaharanam. Just copy, paste the same example. Or otherwise, I will remove this and put it here. And another one is what will happen to the example I will explain. What will happen to the dhatu is anidit dhatu. Like for example, there are see many. Vipurvaka dvams dhatu. Padanta nakara followed by jal therefore becomes anuswara. But I am writing like this so that you can make the lopa of nakara. V plus dvam plus tva. V plus
Yep.
dvams plus lyap. Then what pratyaya follows here? Dhatu is aladi. Anidit dhatu, not it. Idit dhatu. Upada is nakara. When followed by kiti, ngiti, pratyaya, kitar, gitar, git. In upada nakara will become
Low.
same. Lopaha. Therefore, we have vidvasya.
Yes.
Vidvasya. Don't take vidvasya, shashti bhakti of, you know,
Mm.
vidva shabda,
Mm.
right? So, I think there is one There is one shloka is there. Vihaya Vihasya. Forgot what is that? Um, in one shloka, that is Subhashitam. Yasya Shashti Chaturthi Cha Vigasya Cha Vihaya Cha Aham Katam Dvitiya Syat Dvitiya Syam Aham Katam. This is a Helika. Chatushloka it is. The one Yasya Shashti Chaturthi Cha Vigasya Cha Vihaya Cha. For whom Vihasya is Chaturthi, is Shashti. Vihaya is Chaturthi. Vihaya is like Ramaya, right? So he thinks, compares Vihaya like Ramaya and says it is, when it is asked, who, when asked means that is a person proposes a girl, a man proposes a girl, then the girl asks this question. I think this should be the protocol now. When a person proposes, the girl should ask some grammar question. If it doesn't answer, reject him. This is a better way of now this accepting the proposal or rejecting. The person doesn't know language, and how will he talk? Okay, anyway, so which the girl has a question. Vigasya, what is vibhakti of Vigasya? Immediate answer is Shashti vibhakti. Because Ramasya, he knows only Rama Shabda, not any other Shabda. Then the girl asks the question, what is the vibhakti of Vihaya? Chaturthi. Immediate answer Chaturthi. Okay, it means you don't know. When you don't know, Aham Katam Dvitiya Syat. How can I become Dvitiya means second. Second means better off. Katam Aham Dvitiya Syat. How can I become better off when you don't know what vibhakti? Because this Vigasya Vihaya. Vigasya is Vipurvaka Asdhatu Lyapratya. Vihaya is Vipurvaka Adhatu Lyapratya. Right? So both are avyaya. So Vigasya, for the person, Vigasya is Shashti Bhakti, Vihaya is Chaturthi Bhakti. How can I be Dvitiya, then Aham Katam Dvitiya Syat? It means how can I be his wife, better off with second. How can I be the second to that person? So you're rejected. That is the meaning. Aham Katam Dvitiya Syat. Dvitiya Syam Aham Katam. Okay, anyway. So similarly here, Vidvasya, not Shashti, it is Avyaya. You have to spot. That's Avyaya. Compound it is. Similarly, so therefore here, what will happen to Pada Nakara as we saw? So Anidit Dhatoho, Aladi, the conditions are important. Aladi Anidit Dhatoho. Aladi Anidit Dhatoho, Upada Nakarasya, Lopaha Bhavati. Lopaha Bhavati Kada. That condition is Niti. Niti is a pratyaya. Pratyaya which is Sakitarngit follows. That will not happen. Upadanakara will become Lopaha. Similarly, other example, Ni Upasarga. Upasarga, I think you know that there are 20 plus 1 Upasarga, Thradayaha Upasargaha. There is one Ganapata. Ganapata is a Upadesha, written by Pari Magarishi. Upasargas are there. Upasargaha Bala Dhatvartaha Anyatra Niyate. Upasarga can change the meaning of a dot. Sometimes can change, sometimes can intensify, sometimes same meaning, sometimes quite opposite meaning. All the four possibilities are there. Not only one upasarga, the dhatu kriya can have many upasargas also. Okay. Samupetya, some upa, then in dhatu lep pratyaya. Okay, now another example. Ni purvaka band dhatu. Band. Anrit dhatu. Haladi anrit dhatu followed by twa pratyaya. Band. Akara will be from lopa pada nakara. Therefore, nibadya. So like that, many examples we can give. So same rule. Pada nakara becomes lopaha. Okay. Then what about the third point? That is samprasarana dhatu. I think for samprasarana dhatu, the same thing will happen as we saw before. Samprasarana dhatu nam samprasaranam bhavati. Right? Yata tva pratyavishya asmabhigi drishtaha. Tadvat atrapi samprasarana dhatoho. Like if we take some example. Samprasarana dhatu, that is we have just
Nipurvaka vas dhatu.
yes, ni purvaka can take vas dhatu which is in the first conjugation, yajadi antargana, it is vas dhatu, ni plus vas plus lepa. Okay, ni, not we. So we can samprasarana dhatu, vas dhatu, which is samprasaranam by how? It is in the yajadi antargana. Yajadi antargana, where it is in the yajadhatu, which is the first conjugation. Vastisvati yajadi tinam kiti. So kitvam is there, therefore we can take vasdhatu, no problem. Okay. Vasa nivase. So therefore now the form would be vas plus ni plus vas plus lepa. And upasarga is a tva is replaced by lepa. So now replace. So vas will undergo samprasaranam becomes ussa. Then sakara of the vasdhatu. What will happen to sakara? Shattam will happen. It's a special rule for special case for this vasdhatu. Vasdhatu, dasdhatu, and what is the other dhatu? And the shattam itself is the vasdhatu, dasdhatu, kasdhatu. Okay. Shattam will happen. Therefore, we have ni purvaka shattam happens, then pushya. This enjoys kitvam, therefore samprasaranam, and then shatvam, ni plus ushya. We can do sandhi. Samase, samgita, nitya, nishya, tirupam. Okay. Another example. Any example was ba will become u, therefore yansandhi with upasarga ending with vowel. Or pra it is pra plus yajadhatu. That is also yajadhatu, yajadi antargana. Or any other dhatu. Girg dhatu. Yeah. Because girg dhatu, yes, that is also is that some girg dhatu. Girg dhatu, samprasan dhatu was not. Yes. Gagi jya vai. That is also samprasana dhatu. Okay. So girg dhatu. It's not, it is grag dhatu, grag becomes then grag. Okay, dhatu is originally grag. Then because of samprasanam, it becomes grag. Then pra plus grag plus tva. Ninth conjugation, right? Grinnati, grinnitaha, that is a rupa. So Samprasaranam
Yeah.
Re will be replaced by
True.
Repa will be replaced by reversal of N. So pra plus gruk plus lyap, we get pragrigya, right? Pragrigya sandhi, remember? Pragrigya sandhi, yes or no?
No.
Idude dvivachanam pragrigya. Huh? What?
Oh, oh,
Pragrigya
okay.
sandhi. What is pragrigya? Idude dvivachanam pragrigya. We have seen once upon a time all these things.
Yes, yes,
Yes.
yes. Something is coming.
Ikaranta. What is
Ukaran.
Ikaranta? Second dvivachanam.
Hmm.
Dvivachanam rupam having ikara at the end. Ukara or ekara. Idude. Second case, second dvivachanam. That's important.
Hmm.
Dual.
Hmm.
Form of any shabda. Harihi Hari.
Hmm.
Hari enjoys what sangya? Pragrigya. Guru
Hmm.
Guru. Pragrigya. Rama Rame. Rame. Palam Pale.
Hmm.
Pragrigya. So when
Hmm.
Pragrigya means when Pragrigyam followed by vowel, no sandhi. Please don't do any sandhi. Huh? Like for example, Kavihi
Prakriti.
Kavi. Kavi plus iti.
Hmm.
What will happen? Don't make it Kavi iti. That's wrong. Kavi plus iti is Kavi iti.
Kavi iti. Hmm.
Rame plus followed by Rame plus Aichat. Don't do Ayadi Sandhi. Rame, okay, Aichata. Because it is Aichat Ekvach. Rame two Ramas are there. Aichata.
Hmm.
Don't do Sandhi. Pragrigya Sandhi. Sandhi, you know, Abhavaha is Pragrigya Sandhi. Sandhi Abhavaha is Pragrigya Sandhi. Even though there is scope for doing Sandhi, making Sandhi, it will not happen. There we saw Pragrigya. In Kathopanishad also this word comes. Etachrutva parigrigya martyaha pragrigya dharm manumetamapya. Etachrutva parigrigya martyaha pragrigya dharm manumetamapya. Yes, it comes in Kathopanishad. I think in the first chapter, second valley. So, Yamadharmaraja, yes, he says, before giving Upadesha, then he says, Etachrutva samparigrigya martyaha pragrigya dharmam animetamapya samodate modaniyagam hilabdva vivritahum saddha natiketa sammanya. You chose on the right path. Pragrigya. In Upanishad also the word comes. So, therefore, Pragrigya, here you can see Samprasanam happening. Dhatu. As in the case of Tva, Artha, other Pratyas also. Pratyaya we have seen. So Samprasaranam Bhavati Eva. Okay. We don't have to do all same thing. You can, whatever we have seen Tva and all, same thing here also applicable. That's why one example is enough. Next, do you remember this week? I have four groups we did. Varga 1, Varga 2, Varga 3. That also here we will do. Varga 1. I'll just copy from there. You're going to see. But this is not going to be so elaborate because already Twa is done. So it will become easy. The, we did Varga somewhere before. Where it is. Yeah. The same thing. So we can, this is a common classification. Same thing, taking a so Bhuadiganataha Kriyadigana Paryantam ye Ajantadhatavaha. Number one. Number two, Alantadhatavaha. Number three, Churadi. We will make change here. Ajantadhatus. So here anyway, you don't have weight, all are unit only. So Bhuadiganataha Arabhya Kriyadi Paryantam Ajantadhataha. Okay. The same thing here also must be Bhuadiganataha Kriyadi Paryantam ye Anitaha. All are unit only. Then what is weight? There is no weight. Yeah, Alantadhatavaha. Remove that. Then Churadigana dhatus are Anekash dhatu and Nijanta dhatus, that we can put it together. So Churadi Gana Dhatavaha Nijanta dhatavascha. So we can have this one Varga. Then San, that is other dhatus, derived dhatus, Pratyanta dhatus. So let us take one by one. This toy will not be difficult, it will be easy, but now let us take Varga. First Varga. Varga 1, first classification, under which Ajanta Dhatavaha. Varga 1, which is bracket is Ajanta. Ajanta Dhatavaha. Ajanta Dhatavaha, what dhatu we start with? Akaranta. Akaranta as well as Ajanta. Why Ajanta? Can you tell?
Because they become akara, they get
Yes.
adisha.
Yes. Ajanta Dhatavaha. Ashiti, remember? Ashiti, Pratye, Pare, Akaranta, Dhatavaha, Bhavanti, right? Yatha, like we have seen already. Glai, for example. Glai plus. Here what pratyaya? Lya pratyaya. Not shit pratyaya. So glai will become therefore
Gla.
la.
Yeah.
By what rule? Remember adechaha padeshe ashiti. Shit pratyaya. That is important. Yakara sitalata should not be in the beginning of the pratyaya. Condition is like this. 45. So therefore, this is assigned note. All sarve ejanta dhatavaha ashiti pratyaye pare. What will happen? It will become Lai becomes La. Similarly, Lai becomes La.
No.
Gai becomes
Ka.
Ga. And then in Karmani Prayaga, when Yak comes, Ga become A become E, Giyate. Like that it happens. We have seen Karmani Prayaga. So we have done elaborately. So Akaranta, Ejanta Dhatavaha. So the form will be like this. Okay. So Ejanta Dhatavaha becomes. So both are going to be covered now. Okay. Then. So let us take now the example. We'll take some example. Akaranta Dhatavaha we can take, or Ejanta Dhatavaha becoming Akara also we can do. So we will do both, all the examples one by one. So let us take the Venj Dhatu for example. I take one by one. Venj Dhatu. Venj Dhatu is, and see, it is Venj Dhatu Samprasarana Dhatu. That's a specialty here. So Samprasarana Dhatu. Vidaki Vayi Vadi Vyashti, Venj Dhatu is there. So sorry, it is vachisvapya jadinam kiti. So it is in the first conjugation. Therefore, when kit pratyaya follows, samprasarana will happen. Samprasarana will happen. So ve plus with upasarga. Pra plus ve plus tva. What is the form? Pra plus ve plus lyap.
Yep.
Then what is the form?
U, pra plus U plus. Yeah.
Yeah.
So when followed by lyap pratyaya, kit pratyaya, Venj, what will happen to Venj? Dhatu.
Vakara will become Ukara.
Oh, okay. Then
And U plus A is.
O plus
Then
A is
U only. Samprasarana will be Dadesha when vowel follow.
O plus A will be U. Then
Less.
Lyapa, yeah.
Yeah.
Then Pra plus U.
Pro.
Oh, does the form look nice, huh?
No.
Oh, yeah. That's not the form.
Mm.
Venj dhatu, which is Samprasarana dhatu. Why I took the reason is this. Samprasarana dhatu, when Lyap pratyaya follows, it is not Samprasaranam. It loses its Samprasaranatvam. It's a rule. So, Venj dhatoho, Venj dhatoho, Venj dhatu is what dhatu, what type of dhatu? Samprasarana dhatu, which is in the first conjugation, Vachisvapi ajadinam kiti. By that it is Samprasaranam. But what happens? When Lyap pratyaya follows, it is not Samprasaranam. Okay, now I will write. Vachi, I'm just writing Swapi, Ajadinam, Iti. That's a sutra. By that, you see, Sutrena, Venidatuhu, Samprasaranam Bhavati. Bhavati or na Bhavati? Yes. This is the rule by which Venidatu is Samprasaranam. We want the number 6115, I think. But Kintu, there is another rule is there. Lyapicha iti sutrena, iti sutrena, sampat vendatoho, only vendatu. Samprasaranam na bhavati, lyapicha. Number is 6141. Lyapicha. When lyap pratyaya follows, it will not enjoy status of being samprasaranam. Okay. Vendata is important dhatu in that sense. Therefore, what will happen? Samprasaranam, therefore, pra will not become, the way vakara will not become u. It will remain. Therefore, what will apply? We have to apply the way is there. A plus yep, content is ya, followed by ashiti pratyaya. Therefore, way will become va. By what rule? Ejanta dhatu ashiti pratyaya pare akaranta desha. Akaranta dhatu bhavanti, right? Therefore, samprasam bhavati ataha. Just copy you. Adechaha upadeshe ashiti iti sutrena ekarasya sthane akaradeshaha ashiti iti sutrena echaha sthane akaraha akaradeshah bhavati. Right?
Mm.
Tena rupam pra plus.
Right.
Plus, yeah. Pravaya.
Therefore, what is the form now?
Pravaya.
Pravaya. That is the form. Pravaya is not the form. Pravaya. So therefore, lyapicha, that rule you have to note.
Guruji, the word like vasamsi, does that come from Venj Dhatu?
That
Vasamsi.
that is vasdatu, vasamsi,
Okay.
not venjdatu. Vasas is the pradipadikam. Maybe some munadi sutra. Okay.
Mm.
Vasaha, vasasi, vasamsi. Pumsakalinga. Vasas sakaranta shabda it is. So it is not with the venjdatu, nothing to do with venjdatu. So vasaha. So vasas, not vasaha. Vasaha. Different vasaha also vasdatu. That is different. Vasanti, atra, adhikana vitpatti. Gain pratyaya we can say. Nivase, that where you live. It's called vasaha, nivasaha. Guru nivasa. Is that right? Vasaha. Or ishavasi vidhum sarvam. Yatkincha jagatyam jagat. There vasya is covering also, meaning is achadane. Therefore, there karmani, I think karana vitpatti. Vasyate anena iti vasaha, that meaning also possible. There in the sense covered. So because vasdata has got both meaning. Nivasa is one meaning. Achadane is another meaning. So we can have adhikarana vitpatti referring to the place vasaha. The sense of covering achadane isha vasyam. Vasyam we say vasyam is, this is vasyam is covering achadane. Vasyate anena iti vasaha, that also possible. And vasas means vasams. Vasas means cloth. Vasas. So that is napumsakalinga, vasas shabda. So I think to check maybe unadi pratyaya, I think. Okay. It's not just from vasa shabdas. So maybe some unadi pratyaya.
Because Venj is Tantu Santane, so I
Santa,
got a doubt if maybe cloth is related to
From
this
that is
Venj.
weaving. Tantu santane is weaving. Vayati vayataha, weaving. Okay. Then what is the next one? We did this. Okay. Next one. Next one is in the same way. Yata venjdatuhu samprasarana bhavati. Similarly, okay, I'll show the sutra vata, then you will be able to appreciate. There are some dhatus, just a small sutra, mentioning only the dhatu, yascha, small sutras. 6.1 section. That also will lose samprasaranatvam. Vyanj dhatu. We will see that next one. But before that, you can see 6.1 section only you will see samprasaranat. Vyanyaha, do you see 40? 41 lyapicha. Gesture, that is also is that we have to see gesture. And gesture also. And vibhasha parehe means when pari upasarga follows. Then Vejata will be optionally samprasaranam. Vibhasha parehe, pari upasarga is there. For the dhatu Vyaj, when pari upasarga is there, then it would be optionally samprasaranam. And the gesture, jadatu, samprasarana dhatu. But what will happen? Jadatu, gesture by the same. By the rule, lyapicha, when lyapratyaya follows, it will not be samprasaranam. Right? So you can see this, all these rules. So Veng Dhatu we took first because it is Ajanta Dhatu. Vyas Dhatu, that is Vye, that is also we will take. Jya is Akaranta Dhatu. Akaranta Dhatu, so all Akaranta Dhatus we will deal. So, Akaranta Dhatu now itself we can take. It's not a problem. Together we can do also. The next one is, we go by the rule, gesture. So let us take Jya Dhatu. Jya Dhatu also, just copy the same thing, copy paste. So, just Jya Dhatu. Jya Dhatu, Samprasana Dhatu. How do you know Samprasaranam? You can see, as I told, Samprasada list I have given already. That is from 115 and 16. Vachi, Swapi, Echa, these Antargana of the first conjugation. These dhatus will followed by Kit Pratyaya will undergo Samprasaranam. Ejadi, there is a group of dhatus are there. Then all these dhatus, Gragi, Ja, Vayi, Vyadi, Vashti, Vichati, these are dhatus I given the list already. And followed by Kit or Nit Pratyaya. Nit is there, Kit coming as Anuvritti. Then dhatus will undergo Samprasaranam. Now we are seeing Jya dhatu. Okay. So Jya dhatu. Which conjugation Jya is? What will be the Latlakara Rupam of Jya? Do you remember? Jya, Vayohanu. Which conjugation? Ninth conjugation. We have seen ninth conjugation. Jya. Jya plus Shna plus Tip. What will be the form? Jya plus Shna. Just doing we have done before. Ninth conjugation we have done. Ganavikana is Shna. Shna Pratyaya. Shna is what type of Pratyaya? Tell me. Huh?
Sarvadhatuka.
Okay. What property is required for the next operation? Sarvadhatuka, okay. Shitva Sarvadhatuka. Next one. Is it a pith?
No.
Therefore,
No Angakarya.
no, but that's okay. Angakarya, it is not possible. It is not a pith. Therefore, what? What is the implication of not being pith? Sarvadhatuka. Important. Not being pith. It will be deemed to be a pith. Don't forget that. How can you forget? Huh? Because it is a pith. Sarvadhatukam, it is not a pith, not deemed to a pith. It is not a pith, means a pith. Therefore, deemed to be a ngit,
Yes.
right? Because it is deemed to be a ngit, therefore, when Jya is followed by the truth just now we saw, followed by ngit pratyaya will undergo Samprasaranam. Yakara plus A, then Shna content is A plus Tip. Yakara will be replaced by
E.
E.
E Samprasaranam, enjoy Sanya. E plus followed by A, Sandhi.
E.
E only. Yakara plus E, G. Join, what do you get? It's a
Jinati.
form. Jinati. Jinati, Jinitaha, Jinanti. Simple. Krinati, Krinitaha, Krinanti. Same way. Okay. Samprasaranam happens. This property you have to remember. Sarvadhatukam apit deemed to be ngit. Because it is ngit, therefore, Grahi, Jya, Vayi, Vedi, followed by ngiti, ngit pratyaya, will undergo Samprasaranam. Simple. Okay. Same thing with Grag Dhatu also. Grag Dhatu also what happens? Dhatu is Grag. Sorry, Grag Dhatu. Okay. Grag only. Undergo Samprasaranam, followed by Sarvadhatu Kapita will be deemed to be Ngita. Repa will be replaced by
Grihnati.
Grag.
Grihnati.
Repa is there, therefore Nattam will happen. Grihnati. Grihnati, Grihnitaha, Grihnanti. Ninth conjugation is simple. Okay, now coming back to this, I just copy pasted Jya Dhatu, which is Samprasarana Dhatu, right? So now let's take with some upasarga. Upasarga itself, upa plus jya plus tva. Upa plus jya plus tva. Tva will be replaced by lyap. Samase anansh with tva lyap by that rule. Upasarga is there, then tva will be replaced by lyap. Not vachishvapi. Here we have to change, followed by niti, which is 6116. That is the long one. Have to write the whole sutra. Would be right. He, ya, vayi, yadi, ashti, vichati, vrischati, richati, brijja, vinam, iti cha. By that sutra, jya dhatu is samprasana dhatu. Here jya is there. What is the meaning of jya? Vayohanu. Jya dhatu is there. So dhatu samprasana. But kintu not lyapicha. What is the rule? Gesture. 6142. By that rule, dhatu, ya dhatu, samprasanam na bhavati. Adecha upadesha shati, that will not apply. Anyway, it is akaranta dhatu. Right? So that will not apply. So therefore, upa plus ya plus yep. Therefore, form would be upajyaya. That is a form.
Here, ja won't become samprasara.
Will not happen. That is what the rule is.
Oh. Yeah, just.
Gesture by that samprasana is negated. Same way, another dhatu, as we just now saw, gesture is one. Vyapicha, gesture, and gesture. Gesture, where it is at Vyanj dhatu. Do you see Vyanj dhatu? Putra asti Vyanj vayi. Vyanj dhatu. Okay. So, gesture, therefore, Vyanj dhatu. Vyanj dhatu also, it is here. Vayi. So, therefore, Vyanj dhatu also, what will happen will, by this rule, gesture, it will not be samprasaranam, but with the paripasarga, optionally samprasaranam. So when paripasarga is there, then it will be optional. Okay. So let us see. So Vyanj dhatu. Ya dhatu we did. Vyanj. Samprasarana dhatu. We can take upasarga, pari later. Now let us take pra upasarga. Ye, agent dhatu. Pra plus ye plus tva. Pra plus ye plus lyapa. Right? So now what will happen? By this sutra, it is enjoys Vyanj dhatu, enjoys what sanya?
Samprasarana.
Samprasarana sanya. 1 minute. Let me change dhatu. Let me have to confirm whether it is in the Hijvapi or Vachisvapi. It is in Vachisvapi Ajadi. Yeah, it is Ajadi Antargana. It's in the dhatu part later. So it is Ajadi Antargana. Samprasarana dhatu, I will write here. Ajadi Ganaha. Ajadi Antarganaha. It means it is in the first conjugation. Venju dhatu. Please note. Ajadi dhatu, which is in the first conjugation. So it is Ajadi Antargana. So therefore, not this rule. 6:15. Vachisvapi Ajadinam Kiti. This rule, when followed by Kit Pratyaya, this dhatu, I just copy paste. Vienj dhatu, Samprasanavati, but by the rule. By the rule, what is the rule? Gesture, which is 6143. This dhatu is not Samprasanam. Therefore, what will happen? Pra plus A plus Ya. Pra plus Va plus Ya, what will happen now? Ade Chavapadesha Shiti, by that.
Pravyaya.
Therefore, Ade Chavapadesha Shiti, followed by a Pratyaya, which is not a shit. Therefore, by this rule,
Pravyaya.
yes, Pravya plus Ya, Pravyaya. Prasarga used here. Next one, it says Paripasarga, it will be optional. So that also we will do. These are all special rules, therefore we have to deal with it. So Vyanj Paripurvaka, Paripurvaka Vyanj Dhatuhu. So Paripurvaka Vyanj Dhatuhu, Pari plus Vya plus Tva, Pari plus Vya plus Vyapa. Vachisvapi Ajadinam Vaidasutra Samprasaranam Bhavati Kintu Yascha iti Sutrena Samprasaranam Bhavati Tathapi iti Drishtam. We have seen before. So I'll make like this. Pari Upasargika Yascha iti Sutrena Samprasaranam Bhavati iti Drishtam. Kintu Pari Upasargika Vyenj Dhatuhu Vikalpena Samprasaranam Bhavati. Vikalpena Dhatoho Vikalpena Samprasaranatvam Bhavati. I'll write that. Dhatoho Vikalpena Samprasaranatvam Bhavati. It will enjoy the status of being a Samprasarana optionally. Therefore, Ataha Rupadvayam Bhavati. Right? Two forms will be there. So therefore, now Paripurvaka Pari plus Va plus Ya. Form would be this Dhatu Samprasarana Pakshe.
Pravyaya.
Samprasarana Pakshe. Let us take Samprasarana Paksha. Then what will happen? Pari plus Va plus Ya. Undergoing Samprasarana. Which will undergo Samprasarana? Bakara is there, Yakara is there, Ekara is there. Which will undergo Samprasarana? Yakara.
Yeah.
Yakara will be replaced by E. Bakara will not go under Samprasarana. By when Samprasaranam follows, Samprasaranam will not happen. It's a rule. So don't make Samprasaranam of Bakara. E is Samprasaranam followed by H. Therefore, Sandhi is E. Right? Pari plus B plus Ya. Right? Then tell me what is the final form. I hope this you know. Up to this you understand, right? Pari plus Akara plus E, V, yeah, then form would be
Pari.
Yeah.
Pariveya.
Veya.
1 second. No, it is not. It's Ardha Dhatu ka. But Kitvat. Sorry. Pariveya.
Pariviya. Huh? This E is Samprasaranam, preceded by Vakara, right? And this is the Anga with regard to Yep. Angasya, not Halaha, one rule is we have seen before also. Probably would have forgotten. That is when Samprasaranam preceded by Halaha. Then what will happen? That Dirgatum will happen. That is 642 rule. So Halaha is the sutra. That is Samprasaranasya, that which has undergone Samprasaranam, that will undergo Dirga. That should be at the end of the word. That is important. The important condition is that Samprasaranam at the end of the Anga means that must be followed by a Pratyaya. And that preceded by a consonant. Then the Samprasaranam will undergo Dirga. So, which is in Angasya Adhikara. It's a simple one. We have seen the Dirgatam happening for this when Samprasarana, when Saranavasthana Pratyaya follows, Rajan become Raja, and all we have seen, I think, right before. Remember? Raja, Rajano, Subanta. Okay, in case, even if you don't remember, it's okay. But you know this, how that from the Dhatu, Lig, plus Ta Pratyaya, Lidaha, and all comes Dirgatam. Dakara followed by Dakara, Dakara becomes Lopaha, and preceding An becomes Dirgaha, right? You remember? That is Dirga section. That is by this rule. Dralope Purvasya Dirganaha 6-3 section. The word Dirga is going as Anuvritti up to 6-4. So it's a little bigger section. So in this is a Dirga Adhikara. Whenever Dirga happens, you can refer to this section. Dirgatvam, all Dirga. So here we have Alaha, Angasya Alaha. And also, where is Samprasaranam? That coming as Anuvritti from the very previous of Samprasaranasya. Samprasaranasya Angasya. It means Anga having Samprasaranam at the end. Alaha is Panchami. And that is preceded by a consonant. This condition is not there in other dhatu. That is why we didn't apply. Okay, we may ask why we didn't apply for Jya and all this. Please see where is this is not at the end of the Anga. Samprasaranam is not at the end of the Anga. Anyway, Samprasaranam didn't happen here. Okay, this doesn't happen here. In other cases, you can see Samprasaranam as wherever it happened. Gragdhatu, for example. We did Gragdhatu. Gragdhatu becomes Grag. Samprasaranam is it at the end? No. So it should be at the end of the Anga. Anga means Anga must be followed by a Samprataya. And only this Anga Sanya is possible. Anga is what? That which precedes the Pratyaya. And therefore the Angasya Ante, the Samprasaranam must be there. Should be preceded by a consonant. Then Dirgatam happens for the Samprasaranam. Samprasaranam is a vowel, right? N is replaced by Ik. Ik letter must be there at the end of the Anga. And Ik letter enjoying Samprasarana Sanya. And preceded by a vowel. So therefore, what will happen here? Now this is the Anga with regard to Lyap Pratyaya. Samprasaranam is there at the end of the Anga. preceded by a condition is consonant. Okay, that condition. Alaha uttarasya yah samprasaranam bhavati andasya ante tasya dirghatvam bhavati. Therefore, this becomes akara plus e ya. Therefore, form is pariviya. So you can note. So this, how does it happen? All right, here. Angasya. Samprasaranasya. Angasya samprasaranasya dirghadeshaha bhavati. Now, alaha uttarasya I have to write. I'll write later. Now you see. Angasya is adhigara, 641. Samprasaranasya anuvritti. What is the meaning? Angasya samprasaranasya means.
Tadanta vidhi.
Very good. That's what in fact I asked. But I don't know whether others will understand this. Means it's tadanta vidhi something. That is, a rule is specified by a qualifier. So it says the anga having samprasaranam become dirgha. So we have the words angasya and we have the word samprasaranasya. Dirghatam will happen means it will happen for the whole anga. No. Dirghatam happen only for one letter. Where the letter must be, that we have to specify. Is it specified? No. And dirghatam happens for the samprasarana. Samprasarana is the ik letter, which has come in the place of yan, right? So ikaha dirghadesha bhavat. Simple. So where the ik letter should be, is it specified? Not specified. But ik letter must be a part of the anga. Right? Then we have to understand by applying a general rule, paribhasha, the ik letter must be at the end of the anga. So the ik letter, that is samprasaranam, must be at the end of the anga. So anga is qualified by samprasaranam. Kidrishamangam. Anga is samprasara nantasya angasya. Anga ending with samprasaranam. You have to write like this. Okay, and here also we have problem. Samprasaranantasya angasya means anga ending with samprasaranam will get dirghadesha. Means whole anga again will get dirghadesha? No. Dirghatam happens only for the last letter of the anga. Therefore, antyasya, you have to supply.
Yeah.
Antyasya, alaha. Alaha, or you can say in the context, ikaha, whatever it is. Dirghadesha bhavat. This is how we have to write the. Even if you don't write, we have to understand. Okay, if you understand it, it's okay. Otherwise, just to note that samprasaranam, which is at the end of the anga. And what type of one more condition is there? Alaha.
Preceded by a consonant.
Alaha, we can write al purvaka or alaha uttarasya. I'm writing uttarasya. Samprasarana, that samprasarana, which is at the end of the anga, preceded by a consonant. Alaha uttarasya means following the hal, that is samprasaranam, located at the end of the anga, will get dirghadesha. Understand? Alaha uttarasya samprasaranantasya angasya antyasya alaha dirghadesha bhavati. This is what simply Panini Maharshi has said, alaha. One word he said that we have to understand so much thing. Alaha iti sutrena. The sutrena. Alaha is 612. Important is 611, you have to know. Angasya adhigara, important adhigara. There we have alaha, the very next sutra.
6-4 to Guruji.
Sorry, 6-4. 6-1 mistake. Sorry, 6-4 is anga. 6-4 onwards up to 7-4, 5 sections. So alaha, the very next sutra. So anga having a samprasaranam at the end preceded by a hal, a consonant, will get dirghadesha. It's a rule, important rule. So therefore here conditions are there. This anga is here. This is upasarga. Okay, with regard to pratyaya, pakara plus e is anga. Pakara plus e, samprasaranam, and also preceded by a consonant. See, not any letter that if I say samprasaranam, the word is important. If I say ikaha, we have problem. Ikaha means any ik it should be. But it is samprasaranam, it is. Samprasaranam, when we say it is not just equal letter, it is samprasarana ik. Okay. That is why the word samprasaranam Pranay Maharishi has bringing that as anuvritti. Otherwise, you would have said ikaha or an whatever it is, And in fact, it is that dralope purvasi dirghanaha. The same one you could bring it as anuvritti. No. You have to say samprasaranasya, dafa pariviya iti rupam. This is one form. What paksha? Samprasarana paksha. What about asamprasarana paksha? Suppose it doesn't enjoy samprasarana sanya. Asamprasarana paksha.
Pariviya.
Then ikara will not undergo pari plus, what is the dhatu? Pari plus ye, right? Pari plus ye plus ya. Ye and the dhatu now. It is. Therefore, you can apply adechaha, echaha stane followed by the pratyaya not beginning with the shakara. Therefore, we can apply this and make it akara, right? So therefore, it becomes pari ya plus ya, pari ya. Two forms. Two forms are possible. Okay. I think I'll stop here. So these are about samprasana dhatu, but samprasana we have to do. We will do. There are samprasana dhatus which losers is samprasanatum or optionally as samprasanatum. Therefore, their forms. That is with regard to lep pratyaya. Then what about the other samprasana dhatus? We'll take some samprasana dhatus and do the yabantam. What forms it comes, we'll see. Next class. Okay. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadhaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om Dhanyavadaha.
धन्यवाद गुरुजी, धन्यवाद गुरुजी.